Oh yeah. Video fine.
Yeah.
But better than that. On a hot breeze, yeah.
Oh yeah.
A little bit bigger, not much. He got a belly on that little bit. Oh yeah. Oh.
This good one. Jump, you better jump.
It's a 2.5 maybe.
I mean, that's the size I've been catching. There's bigger fish in here. It's crazy, man. That sun might have them on a little warmer bite.
Hit though, what's that?
Sound like it, yeah. I don't know where my lure is at. I guess if one hits it, I'll know.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Man, I'd love to have a smallmouth hit this thing.
I'd love for you to have it too.
I bet. That'd give us about 26 pounds.
Got him. Yeah, dude.
Good?
Feels like it.
We're on right now. We got a fish at point real good. Here comes the other way.
Maybe, I
I don't know, man. They're close.
Dude, he was skin hooked. Golly.
Big what? Skin hook?
Yeah, right in the top of his mouth, just barely. Video, buddy.
No. Feels like birds, though. look. Let me get my reel wet. Oh! I wasn't ready for that.
You grabbed it when I was reeling it in.
It might help too.
Paid all that money for a big old long wire and you got movie. How much did yours cost?
$16.99. $18.45 with tax. You buy?
Yep.
Holy crap.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's one of these 22s.
You might want to throw you a Carolina rig.
Let's throw that worm at. They'll hit it too. Let's throw it out a little deeper. This one says 0. We must have not weighed it. But it's bigger than one. Get it, girl. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking.
This is a good one.
Now we're talking.
Oh, God.
Heck yeah. Let's keep on him making up business there.
I got them weights in there.
Now he's out there. I say they're freaking about to fire up.
Alright, man, I'm gonna let you make the call.
Oh, shit. Why me? Well, I know we could probably go like maybe back in one of these coves or pockets and catch a couple more. Maybe get, there you go. Or catch one right here. We'll just stay right here, man. Yeah.
There's a chance for a big one. It might go.
Shaky, get back on.
Why don't you just throw a Carolina rig? I got the stuff.
Yeah, I don't want to tie on. I mean, I just got confidence in the shaky head too.
Hey guys, just want to give a recap on the tournament. Started off, it was really cloudy, windy, and cool. We were hoping to catch some on top water, but it didn't work out. Only caught one on it. My buddy caught one on spook. After that, all of our fish came on a jerkbait, shaky head, and a Carolina rig. I tried, well, first thing in the morning we started off shallow because of the conditions. And we caught most of our fish shallow on a jerkbait and a shaky head. The jerk bait that I caught them on was a Vision 110 Mega Bass, sexy shag color. Throwing that on a Denali rod, 7 foot. Well, 610, and medium action. I got a loose reel, speed spin. I had that 10-pound braid to a 10-pound mono leader. Works really good. The braid, you can cast it a mile, and for a jerkbait really long distance, the braid doesn't have hardly any stretch at all in it, so you can get a good hook set from the end of your cast. And the mono is better than the fluoro because it floats, and you want, for a suspended jerkbait, you don't want a sinking line. And it's, you know, it hides the leader, or it hides the main line. And if you just tie a straight braid, if you work it right when you snap it, if you just tie a straight braid to it, it'll come around and it'll hook the line. But since the mono is a little bit stiffer, it won't come around and hook the line. But I really didn't like this color, the sexy shag color. I really didn't like it, but I'm starting to like it now because I've caught so many on it. And the other thing that I caught them on, the majority of them, was this little guy. Just a standard shaky head. And that is a Yum Dinger. I think it's 4 inches. You can see it's really not that big. Green pumpkin. I was throwing that on a 7-foot Denali. This is an older model Denali. It's a Jade Wood series. Matched up to a Bass Pro qualifier. This is an older reel. The bigger spool, you can see the bigger spool gives you, it works like a high-speed reel. You take up more line per turn. So for like, the other thing that I caught them on was a Carolina rig. This is a 7-to-1, so it takes up line. Every time this spool turns, every time you turn the crank the handle one time, the spool turns 7 times. So for when you're fishing on the bottom, you want to take up line quick. That's why you use the bigger spool for a spinning reel. Just like the same thing for fishing on the bottom with the bait caster. So then after the sun came out, got warmer and brighter, that's when I decided to try looking out deeper, because usually the sun will position them on the bottom better. When it's cloudy, they kind of scatter out. So that's what I've been told, and it seems to be true. I'm not a professional at deep fishing by any means, but I'm trying to learn. I did pretty good last year, or not last year, but year before last. Didn't really have a boat last year, but so the other thing I caught them on was this. I use a pretty long leader. That's probably about 3 foot. It's just an 8-inch Zoom Magnum Lizard, green pumpkin, with a 1-ounce sinker. Gotta have the little bead right there. 2 reasons. 1, protects your knot from getting beat up by the sinker, and 2, it adds a little bit of sound. And I was throwing that on pretty sure it's a 7.4 heavy action Denali worm and jig rod. Pro qualifier 7-1. This is 20-pound test monofilament with a same size leader. I used to throw 30-pound braid for my main line, but it's harder to pop it up over rocks. For some reason, the monofilament just does better. Now, braid is more sensitive and you get a better hook set long distance, but I'd rather be able to work the bait and get it unhung than I still get good hook sets with 20-pound test. 20-pound doesn't stretch, you know, that bad. But that's about it. We came in 10th place out of 15 boats. The winners had 17 pounds. Second place had 13 something. And third place had 13. Fourth place had 12. Fifth place had 12. Sixth place had 12 something. Or 11. So we were within 3 pounds of second place. So we really didn't do that bad. 10th out of 15 doesn't sound that good, but when you think about it, you were only 3 pounds away from second, it's pretty good. And we are currently 8th in the points after 2 tournaments. First tournament was on Cherokee, and it was bad. Cherokee is just not, for me and a lot of other people, Cherokee's not the same lake that it used to be. I think the only time I'm going to fish there for fun is in the wintertime for smallmouth, and that wasn't even good this past winter. But our next tournament is in 2 weeks from last Sunday, and hopefully it'll be better and a lot more fish caught. So we'll see you on the next one.